welcome back to Environmental Station Alpha. Last time, well, we kind of went to the bottom of the station and since then, we've not really done much beyond that. We're pretty much at the final stretch of the game. Well, so I would like you to think, but it really isn't. It's just the first part, which you'll probably see the first time through. But anyway, there's a few things to do, and there's still a few bits on the map that we haven't yet gone to yet, so let's just head out and into the forest. I mean, you don't have to go this way, you can just go through via the temple teleport, but what am I gonna do about that? It's still a pain to get through here though, so you might want to pick a different route if you think you might get a little bit stuck. Anyway, just pass through the tubes and we'll exit out into the open area after saving. Go break out. Look at all these dead trees and the rather random bits of metal that seem to just stand there without any particular reason as to why they're there in the first place. Not too sure. Still got plenty of creatures out here though, so gotta watch out for that. And we just gotta go up and... oh, missed it. We'll just blast our way through with the supercharge module. Of course, since we have most of our movement abilities, we can just get over and get to those golden blocks, and we have this rather unusual thing which likes to fire missiles. It's the Mender unit. It's so aptly named because it recovers HP after a while, so you won't see this fight last long at all. Because that's basically the entire boss. You just hit it a whole bunch of times, it shoots a missile, it also fires a bunch of lasers that go up and down. That's about it. But we get a data diskette, so that's always nice. Just gotta keep moving, and it's unusually quiet there for a brief moment. We're gonna collect our next data diskette from the temple area. The natural area that was discovered on this station before the station part existed. Of course, to get back there we need basically go into a bit of a hidden area that isn't immediately obvious when you first pass through here, when you're trying to find the orbs and break them open to access the area to get the heat resistant suits. There's actually a couple here actually. First of all is this area off to the bottom left, which you'll probably notice before the other one. This area is layered with traps all over the place, and so you can expect to take a lot of damage here. Even with 30, it still eats up quite a considerable amount of points. And the saw blades themselves do 3 damage, so taking a bit of damage from other things might be worth considering, if only just for that fact alone. I mean, I'm pretty sure the fish do less damage than all these swinging orbs of spikiness. Over on this left side, we can get to the data diskette that was locked off all those episodes ago. I think at least 2. But anyway, back to it. Looks like there's a little bit more left to this little maze. A lot of moving objects. Of course, if you take your time, you can get through there no problem, but if you're like me, you are a little bit impatient. There's a bit of symbols on the wall. Not quite English, but maybe it is? I don't know. Anyway, since we went for a room transition, we kind of have to beat all the enemies again. Even so, it's not like they're that big of a threat at this point. Our charge shots can basically one-shot them. Or if not in 1, in 2. There's a simple way out, so we don't have to endure all those traps that we faced earlier, so we can just head on back, and I think it's best that we take a save now before I get myself killed. Of all the things to take damage from, however, those embedded spikes are one of the worst things I have the most trouble with, because your double jump plus the vertical dash boost just makes you want to hit those things. Even though it might be involuntary, it still is a bit annoying. Anyway, we'll just go head back down and to the right this time. For another data diskette, we have to pass through here as normal. And you might notice the small opening on the right hand side at near the bottom. And you get to a little corridor leading to a small outside area. This is always nice. Just go up, and then you have to swing around with the hook shot, and use the vertical dash and whatever double jump you have to get up here. Yeah, another data diskette here. I'm sure it's been brought up before, but I wonder why it was that the robot was not outfitted with any kind of reader modules. And then again, it might be possible that it could be a risk to have such a thing, and you could get infected with the virus, of course, but who knew that the virus would be such a big threat here anyway? Anyway, that's all we have for now. We can't exactly do anything anymore here, so let's head on back. Just gotta pass through some of the saw blades again. They're not as lethal as they once were, since we pretty much have the full 30 health. Just gotta keep on hunting those. There's a total of 12, I think, and there's a few things to be had from it, aside from pretty images, which I'm sure I've mentioned way more than once. It's a pity that this area isn't lit up more. It'd be interesting to see some of the room designs. Just gonna pick my next destination. I think we can head to this set place so we can save, of course, and then plot a next course. Ah, yeah. This place. It links right up to the Sandrock sector, so we can go grab the data diskette over here. We just have to pass through this route first off, and then a vertical one, and then across to another bunch. Of course, it's more hookshot trickery, so yeah, be ready for that. That part wasn't necessary, but you know, one can wonder what the hookshot does in its normal use case. The thing about the quicksand is that you can't use the vertical dash or double jump while in that, so you've got to be careful of that. So you're kind of stuck with this small jump that kind of varies in height. It's a little bit annoying, kind of similar to what Super Metroid had. Allegedly because it was probably one of the lazily coded sections of the game. This one I'm pretty sure is much less frustrating to deal with. I almost had it first time, but those charge blocks really do like to block. And there's a whole bunch of them, so just gonna have to take the damage that happens. Of course, the largest worm out here is invulnerable to anything that we throw at it, so we kind of have to deal with the damage that it gives us. And there we go. Just break through the blocks, and you have another data diskette. More information is always nice. Now we just gotta head back to the teleporter and find our way to the next one. It's a pretty small process, at least at this point in the game. If you're trying to collect them throughout the whole process, you're gonna find yourself, you know, probably using up a little bit more time than you would like. Being able to tank damage with a maximum of 30 health is pretty handy, after all. Also, being able to access this particular save point and teleporter combo is nice to have as well. You just save, and then you teleport away to the next area. We're gonna head out back to the volcanic sector now. Just take a look at the map. And we're gonna see if we can get that one area, which is just a little bit up, but yeah. Just go head up and up past this area again. Go past the rocks now. Now that we have our mobility, we can go through and see what's up here. We also have the heat resistant suit, so we don't have to worry about taking damage, at least from the environment itself. And this is the area to get it. It's just after where we got the heat resistant suit, and we passed by a little puzzle that required a bit of timing to get through, and well, we weren't quick enough the first time around, so now it's time to get it properly. And of course, we could also go back up and save again, I suppose. Of course, it's not as easy as I would like it to have made it, but hey, it wasn't meant to be easy. You've got to be able to use your dash booster to the most potential it can be. And it does take a bit of time. And here I just wasted a bit of time just frolicking about. And the thing sealed up behind itself again. So maybe it's probably a good idea to just go and have a save. Of course, getting back up isn't as easy as just jumping. You have to use the hook shot to get up there once more. It's not like you need to, but I just wanted to be on the safe side for this part of the game. If only to save a bit of trouble. Of course, if you're hit by the flames or anything along the way, you can probably be assured that you won't get it. And you should probably just give up and try it again. I managed it somehow. And there you have it. Another Data Diskette. I glitched the thing a little bit by actually being in the where the wall comes up if you go through it, so as you can see, it's finally reappeared. And now I'm thinking about the next area to go to. I know there's one in the security sector. The other one's in the cavern complex, I think. So let's go do that. Of course, we have to head back through all this lava. Oh yeah, I think... I'm not sure if we've already gotten this one already. But I think we have to do a lava dip or something in this sector. Oh, to forget why I did this episode. That's not good. It's just a teleporter room. Go back up to the save. So yeah, I believe I've already mentioned it, the reason why we're collecting all of these, and it's still quite the last item in the game. Last being with quotation marks. Here we go. Dive into the lava, hop out, and there it is. Hidden sneakily under the lava. I'm not sure if there was a more efficient way to have done it. But who knows? It's probably a tough run to get it if you try it though. And no way are you going to do it without that heat resistant suit. Oh. And over on the up left room, we have the whole reason for being here. Each light corresponds to each of the diskettes that we've collected, and we have only 2 left to have. And I've already listed them, so there's no need to worry about where they're at, because I know where to get them. But anyway, that about does it for this episode. Join us next time as we collect the last 2 items, and we finally get to see the ending. But until then, take care.